Alright, this is like my third take, but I'm gonna talk to you about what's gonna happen at your first drill weekend. I hate watching videos of other people, and they all look like 40 minutes, an hour talking about one little thing, and they all around. So I'm gonna try to get straight to the point. Um, Alright, so you arrive Saturday. It's 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. So you arrive Saturday. Our time of reporting was at 7:45, but I would get there at like 7:15 or 7:30 just to make sure I'm there on time because it's very hectic at the front gate. Very hectic. So you arrive there. Make sure you're checking at 7:45. Which is what mine was. On my first day I walked in, I made sure I had my shirt tucked in. Make sure you have a nice polo like shirt, like a button up. It could be full button up, or it can have the 3 buttons, but make sure it has the 3 buttons. And button it all the way up. Either wear, blue or black. You can wear jeans, you can wear khakis, and shoes. Just make sure they're not like highlighter color shoes. Just make sure they like some nice, good looking shoes. I had like a navy blue button up with some navy blue like Jordan, so that was fine. They wasn't mad about that. But try to just wear something nice and decent, like you going to like a fill out a job application or something like that. You can wear a suit if you want to, but I wouldn't advise you wear a suit because you might have to do push-ups in it. So don't wear it. So I got there at 7:45. I walked in the room, didn't know what the heck was going on. Saw a bunch of, student flight trainees just sitting there doing their thing. So I just went in there and just sat down with them. And they had the BITs, which are break-in trainees. And they had their uniform. So it's basically break-in trainees are people that went to basic training, came back from basic training, but they're still trying to get their tech dates. So they were there. I went and sat with the student flight. And they were all like, they had these people that were there for already a few of the drills. They already had like their binders with, introducing them to the Air Force. They had the Airman's Creed in there. They had the Air Force song. They had the rank structure and like any other little things that they went over. But I didn't get that my first day or my second day, my first drill, because they ran out. We had like 60 people in student flight. It was really big, which is, they said it's normally 15 students and like a few break-in trainees. But we had like 15, 20 break-in trainees, which is crazy. So that was like a little bit unorganized for me, and I didn't like it. So they were all sitting down. I went and sat down, looking around like, what do I do? And then this guy next to me was like, you can read my book. This your first day? And I was like, yeah, this is my first day. And he was kind of like, cool, just let me know what to do. And then more people started arriving. And then it was like at about 7:45, my master sergeant came in. He came in and he was just like a attention. And then when he says that, or I don't know what he said, he said attention. Like, I don't know, but when he did that, everybody just stood up to his attention. Like he said attention or something like that. And everybody just stood up to his attention. And like everybody got quiet. It was like real quiet. And they just stood up to his attention. And me, I'm looking like, what's going on? So I stood up too, and I was kind of like lost. And then he kind of like, he does that, I guess, to let you know that we're starting. And then he'll let you sit down, and then he just start going over stuff, talking about what they're supposed to do. It was just a bit chaotic moment. I didn't get no introduction or anything. You just get thrown in there. If you get thrown in there, it's just how the military runs. You might get thrown in there. So after that, he was just telling us about what's going on, who need to be where, or who need to be seen by different people to get their packets. Because before when you get enlisted, your recruiter is supposed to give you this packet. It's like a student flight packet that you got to fill out. It's like 3 pages or whatever, front and back. So I guess different people that are trying to get their tech dates or basic training dates, they have to fill that out. And some people were there for like a year. Some people were there for like months. Um, I met one BIT person. He's been enlisted for 2 years and he still hasn't had his tech school dates, which I was like, that's not gonna happen. Because I'm not gonna sit here and be with a student flight or a BIT for whatever and help the student flight for 2 years. Like I feel like that's just a waste of, not a waste of my time, but I feel like I would want to get further in life. So, everybody was trying to get everything going. But then, some people left to go get some of their packet done or whatever because I guess they were needed at the time to get their basic training dates. But the rest of us remained back with the BITs. And basically, they took over and they were kind of like, they made us stand up. It was like 4 different rows of people, but you had to like line up behind that person. 4 different, what they call it. I don't know. I forgot what they call it. Elements. Yeah, 4 different elements. So you line up 4 different elements inside the room, and then, they would do inspection on us. So we had to stand up straight and just look straight and basically have a blank face, which is called a barrier. So put your barrier up and just don't be looking around. Just stand there and just let them inspect you. They're gonna check your clothes to see if there's any loose fabrics hanging out, or if everything's buttoned up, if your belt loop is put on right. Make sure you button up your shirt. You make sure your belt loop is lined up with your pants. It's like this little. Make sure your belt buckle is lined up right there with your pants where you zip it up. Make sure it's lined up straight. Make sure your shoestrings are in your shoes, or at least under the laces where they don't want nothing hanging out. So make sure that's fine. Make sure you shaved. I haven't shaved since then, but make sure you're nice and shaved, guys. Make sure no hair's in your face. And girls, just make sure your hair tied up and your shirt is tucked in. Tuck your shirt in. And make sure your phone is off. Don't even have it on. Like, I know some people have it on silent, but don't even have it on, because if not, then everybody suffers. So they basically inspect you, look you all over. They tell you good job, and you say thank you, sir, or or just say don't draw on long conversations. Then after that, we recited the Air Force song. Make sure you know that when you get enlisted, just learn Air Force song off the bat. And then we recited the Airman's Creed. Make sure you know that off the bat, because we'll do push-ups, so you will get in trouble for that. I mean, good thing I didn't, because it was my first flight. But I'm just letting you know, people don't let you know that, and I'm trying to let you know your Air Force song and know the Airman's Creed off the bat. Just learn it, and learn the rank structure if you can. But that's easy. So, so you go there. So after that, like I said, we recited the Air Force song, the Airman's Creed. After that, we did push-ups. Like, for me, push-ups is pretty easy. I do them usually, but some people were struggling. We did push-ups after that, just to break you in. They did flutter kicks. They did mountain climbers. They did sit-ups. I mean, this is what I regular clothes on. I'm not talking about PT gear. They just did it just to break us in or whatever. And make sure before you go there, learn your reporting statement. Mine is, Sir Trainee Townsend reports as ordered. Or if it's a female, Ma'am Trainee Townsend reports as ordered. Make sure you learn that. So make sure it's Sir or Ma'am Trainee, then your last name, reports as ordered. Not reporting as ordered, or reporters as ordered. Because I know some girls were saying reporters or whatever. Trainee, whatever your last name is, reports as ordered. So make sure you put Sir or Ma'am before that. If any BIT or anybody asks you any question, they're gonna test you. Make sure you say your reporting statement before you even say anything, unless it's a yes or no question. Then after that, they marched us out into the hall and stuff like that. We just went out. Just do what you're told. I basically did everything I was told. We marched out or whatever. We did different seminars, and they went over different little things or whatever. Then after that, basically by all that time or whatever, and they, were talking to us, basically some people were screwing up and everything and doing all kinds of stuff. After that, we went to lunch. Lunch was like 11:30, 11:40, or something like that. We went to lunch. We marched off. So basically, they're going to get you in your elements. There's always 4 elements. And you always have an element leader, and then everybody get behind them. And usually this goes from tallest to shortest, like on the way back. And they usually try to make sure you're whoever's in the 4th element, their hand is always like, they're always an arm's length away. And then they like yell out different commands. Like for instance, they do about face, they do right haze, left haze, cover. I didn't know what cover was, but cover is basically you moving your feet, just your feet, to like basically line up to the person next to you in the peripheral vision and make sure you're straight in front of the person in front of you. That's what cover means. They might yell that out here and there. And every time you march off with your left foot first. Left foot. Don't do right foot. You might have to do push-ups if you do that, because I know a few people did. Then you basically march there. They just start saying left, left, right, left, doing different things and just talking to you while you're walking. So basically, we marched all the way to lunch. We got in line. We ate. Food was pretty decent. It ain't my grandma's cooking, but it's really good cooking. You go through there, you get to, basically we got to sit wherever we wanted to. I wanted to sit next to some VITs, but they were all like together, which I wasn't mad about, but it's just, I guess, how it was my first day. After lunch, I ate real fast. Like, I eat fast anyway. I eat like really fast, but we were just chilling around after that, talking to each other, student flight. Some of the people that I was sitting next to the table with. But then after that, we marched back to where the student flight people were, where we were supposed to be. We went in there. Some people were doing other things that they needed to do, like as far as filling out that packet. I advise you right now, like, do your packet. Try to get your packet done before you go there. Before you even go to student flight. Like, try to get your CAT card, your DEERS if you got a wife or dependents. Try to get most of your packet done, like going to come and getting a lot of that stuff done. Your security clearance, get that done before you even go to student flight. Get that done. Try to get your packet done before you even go to student flight. It'll save you a whole bunch of time and trouble. Like, I wish someone would have told me that. And good thing that I thought in my mind that I would actually call there to the base and actually just get stuff done. Just get stuff done. Like, whatever's on your pack. As soon as you get enlisted, ask your recruiter, oh, can I get some of this done before student flight? And if they're like, oh, no, you'll be fine, just go and do it anyway, because I did that anyway. My recruiter was like, oh, you'll be fine, student flight. You'll get it done in 3 months. I was like, no, I'm getting it done before I even get to student flight. So I went and got a lot of that stuff done, and she was like actually shocked. She was like, wow, you're gonna get your basic training dates. Because basically, if you finish that packet fast enough, you can get your dates. And luckily for me, I finished my packet like, well, I'm not done. I got like one more thing to do. Probably like 2 DEERS or whatever, but that's easy. But it's like communication things where you got to get like your you got to sign these forms or whatever. I don't know what they're called, but get your packet done before even drill weekend. Don't wait to drill weekend and get it done. Do not, or you will not get it done in drill weekend. You'll probably be there 3 months and then you finally get it done on the drill weekend. I promise you that, because it's so much. Unless you got like 2 people in drill, you're not gonna get a lot of stuff done. So just get it done. Like I said, we got back. Some people had to get some stuff done in their packet. Then they just basically like talked to us even more. And then they start switching out to their PT gear. Make sure you bring your PT gear. Bring, you know, an extra shirt, some, some shorts or pants or whatever how cold it is. Make sure you bring like some things where because you might be laying on the ground and you don't want people looking up under your clothes. Bring like some bland shoes. Don't bring no highlighter clothes and no highlighter shoes. Just bring plain stuff because they will let you know. So they did PT. I didn't even do PT because I had some stuff I had to do. So if you know you got stuff to do, ask whoever your NCO, whoever he is, sir, training times and reports is ordered. They say, oh yeah, at ease, and then you be like, oh, I need to go get some stuff done on my packet. Try to get that done first. Like, ask him if it's your first drill. Ask him, can you get a lot of stuff on your packet done? And so that way you won't be just lost. Cause some people that I was there, it was me and like 6 other people that were the first day. And I'm the only one out of all 7 of us to get my basic training dates. That's how I was dedicated. I was like, I'm going to basic training. I already got my dates. My dates are I'm leaving in July the 14th, and I'll be back September 11th. But I haven't got my tech school dates yet. They might give it to me because it's really hectic. I'm telling you, you want to get your dates like ASAP. But like after that, we came back. I had to get some more stuff done. So basically, me and all the other 6 trained student flight, we they took up to this room to like basically like get us to fill out some contact information that we already filled out before, but they want us to do it again. We were in there about an hour. Everything is slow. Air Force is slow. I'll tell you that right now. They're kind of, they stick to the book better than like a lot of other branches that I heard about, but they are slow. So basically, it's on you how far you want to get that packet done and how far you go, in the Air Force or Air National Guard or whatever you do. One thing my recruiter told me when she, when I raised my right hand and she swore me in. After that, she said, "Don't ever look for someone to take care of you. Take care of yourself." And that is true. I thought at first when I was talking to my recruiter, she was really sweet and nice and everything, and she was a cool recruiter. She wasn't pushy or whatever. But a lot of recruiters out there, they want to get you in because I guess they want some money or whatever. I don't know how much they get, but they want money, or they want to just get you in, just whatever. Just know that they're not there to take care of you. After they enlist you, that's it. But like my recruiter, we had like student flight. We had probably like 4 of us that was under her, and the other 2 where I don't know who they were, but they were complaining about their recruiters. But my recruiter, she's a little better. But oh, I forgot, when you come in, make sure you wear your hat. When you outside, make sure you wear your hats. They will give you Air National Guard hats. They might give you a shirt. Make sure you wear those. Let's see what else. So like I said, we got some stuff done. We went up there, got our contact information done. After that, we came back down. They were still doing PT, finishing up PT. It was kind of like around like 3:30 already. And that was pretty simple. That was my first day. Second day was kind of like the same thing, but then that's when I got my basic training dates to go to basic training. I think the person I seen that has been there the longest, like in student flight, was probably like 7-8 months. And I guess because I don't know if he was putting in depths because he wanted a later date, or if they didn't have tech school dates and they wanted his school to line up with his basic training dates. But I rather just go to basic training and get it over with, and then worry about tech school afterward. I don't really care about them being right behind each other. Second day, everybody was pretty cool. After you go through your drill or whatever, after that you can ask all the BITs questions, or you can ask your NCO questions. Whoever is in charge, ask them questions. You can never ask too many questions about things. Everybody's cool. I'm ready for the next one already. Oh, I forgot. a lot of people that I read online, they struggle with the running. I'm pretty good at running. I run like 3 miles every other day, so it's no problem for me. I try to switch it up and sprint and like work out every other day besides that and stuff like that. But a lot of people say they struggle with the run or they struggle with the push ups or whatever. It's really not that bad. Just learn how to breathe.